The old winter quarters of Colonel Mitchell's regiment of the Confederate soldiers in the winter of 1861 through 62 by S.C. Turnbo. The author remembers being at the campground of the 14th Arkansas Regiment of Infantry, C.S.A., when it was in the winter quarters of Madison County, Arkansas, in the winter of 1861 through 62. Now, my father, J.C. Turnbo, was an officer in Captain Lewis Hudson's company of that regiment, and I visited my father in the early part of December 1861 when they made their permanent camp there. It has been so long that my recollections of the locality of the camp has faded, but Mr. E.B. Ben Hager was a resident of Madison County when Colonel William C. Mitchell, the commander of this regiment, was camped here. He says that the regiment winter quarters was in the hollow that flows into the War Eagle River and 3½ miles from Huntsville. Now, the ground occupied by the men was once known as the old campground, where a number of big revival meetings had been carried on long before the war times. A fine spring of water which was nearby furnished plenty of water for the soldiers as well as the meeting folks. Colonel Mitchell used the old arbor for the storage of commissaries by having it stockaded or making sides to it with logs and poles and lumber. The land on which the regiment camped belonged to Neil Does and was on the main road leading from Huntsville to Ozark on the Arkansas River, and was 1/2 mile from the War Eagle River, where the ford was known to be as the first crossing. This ford was 4 miles from Huntsville.